Myrmidons versus NES. With me here is...
Hey guys, how's it going? It's me. I played Dota twice. I'll be accompanying Fred on this great journey down the path of League of Legends in the Bronze, Silver, Gold competitive series. Playing backup / streaming is Army Overlord. You probably know him from his previous roles starring as headcaster of many other matches. So we're in the lobby now. Teams are just doing their final little namaste. And here we go. Now we're in the pick ban. All right, Fred. So what are you thinking? What is the pick ban for today?
Well, there's a Galio ban.
All right, I like it. I mean, I think Galio is pretty good.
Yeah, get it out of here. I don't want to see that thing. Oh, there's a Ziggs ban too. That's a bit of a shame. I still want to see a Ziggs combo with a Rift Herald.
Yes. I think Ziggs is good. Man, everyone taking a long time for these bans. Alright, Gragas, he's been in a really good spot. Pretty good jungler, pretty good top laner. Seen him once or twice as support. Not a big fan. Alright, Syndra. Okay. Did you cast the last game that KT Mata played, Fred? Do you remember? Did he play Syndra?
I do not think I've casted that.
Okay. Me neither. I'm assuming that's a target ban though. Ooh, the Kled. Huge fan of the Kled. I know you're a huge fan of the Kled too, Fred.
Army's a huge fan of the Kled too.
Never look back.
Yes, I think Kled is just super fun to play with. I haven't played him myself, but whenever he's on my team, just press R and just sprint at the enemy team as soon as possible.
Oh no, we get the carry top span. Now we're gonna see the tank v tank matchup.
Okay. Echo first pick. I like it. I think that's a very good pick.
Could be top, could be mid, could be jungle.
Yeah, I would assume mid. I'm not really a big fan of him top. Just because I feel like top you need someone a little tanky, and I feel like tank Echo is not good.
Lulu Xayah bot lane.
It's very good. Very good bot lane. I really like that. Really good pickup.
Yeah, surprisingly no Lulu ban this time. Usually that's like every game.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because Myrmidons is blue side, so you would think they'd want to first pick that, because that seems to be the power pick. But maybe they put higher priority on the Echo. Zach pickup, you know, he's been in a pretty good spot. His new kit, well, it's not a new kit, but his, I guess, slight rework, you want to call it. And Karma, alright. I'd say after Lulu, Karma's probably the best support right now.
Oh yeah, you can put that in with the Zac engage. Everybody gets to follow up in that range.
Oh, for sure.
Everyone. I don't know if the nerfs they have for Karma. I don't think they've come out yet. They have some nerfs about to go through to her shield.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah. They're decreasing the base shield and the AoE.
Rip Karma. Going back to the tanky bot lane.
We're in the Lulu meta.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything is purple.
Alright, it's got the Aura pickup. I know she's pretty strong right now. The Caitlyn ban makes sense. Right now, the only really picks left would be, I would assume, a top lane and ADC. So it would make sense to try to ban those out for NES. Now for NES now, there are only 2 rules left, are top and jungle, I would assume. So the Graves ban comes out.
You don't have the heart.
Again, he's in a pretty good spot right now, so it makes sense. Another ADC ban also. So really targeting Savior.
Yeah.
I mean, makes sense. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna, if you're gonna ban out the top lanes, like, what are you gonna get rid of? You already got rid of 3 tops.
Be denied.
There's a Sejuani. I think that's a pretty good ban. She's pretty good right now. Her AoE ult, pretty good. Not too many jungle bans this game, honestly. Just the 2. Sejuani Graves.
Well, Gragas is kind of a jungler.
Oh yeah, you're right, yeah. Ooh, the Olaf. I would like this. I'd like this a lot. I think Olaf's super annoying to deal with. Just absolutely annoying.
I mean, just peel him.
Yeah, exactly. Just CC him. It's easy.
There's a Jinx 80 carry.
Oh, now this is spicy. I love Jinx. Don't get me wrong. Huge fan of playing Jinx, but into an Olaf? Ooh. I don't know. I mean, it can be done for sure, but I feel like the mid game is gonna be really rough for Jinx, and the same thing with Lux. Both those picks into an Olaf, I feel like it's gonna be very, very rough mid game when they don't have enough damage to really kill Olaf quickly, and Olaf's just gonna sprint at them, kill them. Ooh, what's that champion again, Fred?
Camel.
Yeah, there you go. Have not seen her since the nerfs. She definitely fell out of favor, for sure.
You're gonna have the Olaf combination with the Camille, though, just jumping onto Jinx or Lux there. So you have Olaf running through at you, and you can't get away from him because you're stuck inside of this thing with Camille.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's.
Especially if, and if they take, he has Ghost. If he gets like a Righteous Glory and gets Whimsied, he's gonna be so fast.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, the Jinx Lux, I didn't really like that into the Olaf, and now the Camille's there, and it's just like, whew. So you were right. That is a top echo, which I don't know if he'll go tanky. I don't know. I thought tank echo wasn't that good. You want to go full AP, but if that's the case, then they only have Zac for the tank.
I think he'll probably run more of a fighter build with the Protoball, give him some health, Zanya's for some armor, maybe an actual like solid defensive item in there. Tanks have been a bit out of favor. Maybe like Galio, Sejuani, Gragas, which are all banned. There's those high damage, high defense.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I mean, I guess we'll see. I don't know, what do you feel about these team comps, Fred?
Looks like both teams have a top and jungle, which is just completely disrupt the backline.
Yeah. I definitely like NES's right now. As far as like mid game goes, like I said a couple times, I just really feel like Olaf Camille is just gonna really wreck Jinx Lux. And I mean, Karma's good for, giving you the speed up. She can slow them with their Q. Her W can root after, a little bit of time. But Olaf doesn't care about that. He does not. Your CC does not matter to him. He will just run you down and axe you to death. And then especially with Lulu, if she gives him the speed up and a shield to go with that, I don't see a Jinx with, tier 1 boots and maybe an IE doing so well against an Olaf with Ghost, Lulu speed up, and his ult just sprinting at you.
Yeah. If they want to go really hard for the engage, they have the Lulu ult to back up the Camille ult or the Olaf running in.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I feel like if they can make it through the mid-game hump, Myrmidon should just have so much damage that they just destroy NES. But that mid-game is a pretty big hump to get over.
Oh yeah. I should be able to see some good. I would assume some good ganks bot lane. Olaf might not be the best at that, but Ari's got really good roams to get onto a Jinx.
Oh, yes. I can't see Ari's summoner spells. Do you know what she take?
It looks like she has Ignite and Flash. I can only see a tiny sliver of them.
Yeah, I see the Flash, but I can't see the other one.
Yeah, it seems to be like she has Ignite.
That's okay. That's a weird bug.
Just to let you both know real quick, that's been a consistent thing so far.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed.
Yeah, that's weird. Is it just spectator or? Cause I don't. Okay, because I don't think I haven't played any games today, so I'm not sure if that's just a. I played some yesterday and I didn't have the problem, so I'm assuming it's a spectator bug. All right, so we're about to hop in the game now. A couple more seconds, and we'll be be in there like swimwear. So yeah, I think I'm really interested to see with the Echo if he's gonna go tanky, or bruiser like you said, or just full AP and just say I don't need to be tanky if I just kill them before they kill me.
I mean, if he can just go tanky, he can get the CC off, or he can go full damage and the CC lasts 40 seconds. So
40 seconds?
Well, yeah, they're dead.
Ah, yes, the classic CC death timer. Alright, here we go. So, wasn't Scared P? Has he been the top laner? Was he mid lane last time? I feel like he was. Am I wrong? Whoa, Echo to Fervor.
Hello.
Huh. Well, alright. I feel like that's a little different.
Alright, bruiser build it seems to be.
Yeah. Alright, I guess that answers that question. Jinx going with the Fervor also. While that's really good out of lane, I just feel like in lane, you're just gonna get poked out by the Lulu. So we'll see if Jinx. I know for a while. Looks like we got the Nocturne ult. I know for a while Jinx building Blade of the Run King first and then into crit was kind of popular, but I feel like that's kind of went away because the buffs to crit items by lowering their cost, and then the nerfs to Blade increasing the cost, and I think they decreased lifesteal, right? So yes. I feel like that's not really going to be the best start. Okay, so Jinx went Doran's Blade. It makes sense considering, like we just said, Blade isn't OP anymore. It's just good. I'm waiting to see what Xayah builds. I've seen a lot of different builds from Xayah. I've seen IE Rush, Runons, Essence Reaver, Blade of the Rune King. I feel that Essence has like the most success, but I definitely wouldn't say it's like by far the most dominant build. I've
seen a lot of Essence Reaver Xayahs.
Yeah, that seems to be what people have settled on to be the best, but there's still like some debate and some little outliers.
She works really well with a lot of different items. So I know the one time I tried her, I believe I had a Blade of the Ruined King, a Black Cleaver, and a Tear.
Okay. I feel like that's not right.
And it still worked very well.
I feel like the Tear. You had me until Tear.
I just figured that with like all the feathers and the damage amp, the extra damage from the Monomoon would be good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Alright. Alright, so both teams just hanging out in their own jungles. Looks like we will get both bot side starts for both teams here for their junglers. That's a blue for Olaf and a red for Zac. Just some little skirmishing going on in the mid lane. Alright, both teams are done with their leash. Now they will run bot and try to pick up that CS.
I'm a little disappointed that they didn't try to get early wards on Zac. Olaf can cheese a Zac so hard early.
Yeah, I feel like a Xayah... I don't know. A Xayah Karma also, they maybe could have waited in the bush for the cheese and just have Olaf start Raptors. Which I know most people, I mean, as far as LCS go, start the Raptors anyway. It's supposed to be better. But...
I don't know what they changed about the Raptors, but a lot of cases they feel a lot weaker than Krugs.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. So both bot lanes hitting level 2 about the same time. I feel like neither one of these lanes really want to trade super hard. As I say that, they trade. Just because, as I said before, Jinx is, the definition of like late game 6-item hyper carry to victory.
Well, it looks like Scared P's already got a bit of a lead in the top lane.
Yeah, definitely doing well for himself. He started out with that Doran shield also. Definitely been seeing a lot of Doran shields because the buffs. Even
the ADs, yeah.
I was gonna say exactly, yeah. Even AD carries have been taking it, which I personally don't like. I just feel like you're kind of giving up a lot with that, unless you're in a terrible matchup.
Yeah, it's like a better You don't get the bonus gold that you would for hitting a cull, but you get better safety out of it.
Right, yeah. No, I mean, like I said, I would take it if it's like a terrible matchup, like Jinx versus Caitlyn Lulu, and it's Jinx Braum or something. Then you might want to take that because you're probably just going to get beaten the first few levels. Pretty hard, but...
And one matchup I saw work well was a Vayne Draven. Taking that on Vayne.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah. Again, another lane where you're just going to get absolutely pounded for the first little bit. So that way you don't have to back after, 20 CS every time. Apparently it's supposed to be... oh, little trade going on the top. Just a little chest beating.
Both running out of mana, but that was a pretty nice E on Scared P's part, dodging the Camille stun.
Looks like Olaf might be looking for a gank here while Zach's at Krugs. He should get a summoner.
There's the ghost.
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna get a flash out of Ares.
Alright. A little bit indecisive. Looked like Olaf wanted the Jinx, and then someone called for the Karma. Took him off of that. Ooh, Mata with the Q. That's not good. Not what you want. Very, very good trade for Springfield. Both mid laners, even on CS. Both are out of their pots now. But definitely Springfield with the health lead. Bot lane, again, very even in CS. Really looks like the only discrepancy is the jungle. But as far as gold is concerned, they have basically the exact same number, plus or minus about 5. So, yeah,
looks like Wolverine does want some Zach camps.
Yeah, he's definitely getting the.
Is he gonna get that one? Okay, he got it. He is low though.
He has no ghost. Ari though. Ari has priority. Yeah, that really sucks. If Lux wouldn't have lost that trade so hard, they definitely could have collapsed and fought that 2v2, because Zach was basically full health to Olaf's couple hundred. But yeah, just small things, little thing like that. Now he gets a free Raptor camp. More trades going on top.
Nice even trades all around the board.
Yeah, actually very, very calm early game and very even so far. Oof. Mata enjoying those Ari orbs.
Some of the Zach gank though. He only tried for the counter gank, but hopefully once he's 5 we see something from that. He's got pretty decent range at level 5. He might go for the mid lane here though. Ari 6.
Ooh. Drop the ignite.
First blood, and will Springfield make it out? Scared P hasn't rotated yet. Zach flashes for it. Not bad though. Springfield gets the first blood with 2 summoner spells and ultimate, taking both of Mata's summoners and Zach's flash.
Yeah, that was definitely ballsy by Springfield. For sure. Ballsy. He could have walked away from the gank and said, "Alright, it's fine. I'm just gonna go back and farm." But he said, "Nah, I'm burning both sumps and I'm going for the tower dive." 2v1. I like it. I mean, worked out though. Came out ahead. So, we're gonna see double lift here. Oh, close. He almost did his double lift impression.
Zach manages to triumph over the red buff.
Who would have thought the junglers are supposed to kill the camps? Alright, so again, pretty standard game, oof, man, Lux is definitely not getting good trades with Ari. Ari is doing very, very well for herself. I'm not really sure how the early game goes for Lux Ari. I assume it's pretty even, but I don't.
Wolverine going in mid lane. They do catch him on a ward, he's just gonna walk away, just walk into Zach's jungle. Looks like they're gonna get the blue buff over to Lux. KT Mata.
Alright, that'll be very good for him.
Airborne Raider's down a level on Love Rain right now, though. He still doesn't have 6 at almost 9 minutes.
Yeah, I feel like that's really, really far behind, and I'm not sure why he's so far behind. It's not like he had ganks. He's just pretty much farmed it up, same as Olaf.
There he goes.
Alright, Love Rain. Camping out in the jungle, now they just hit 6. He also has the blue buff, so I guess they did not give it over to Springfield. Feels bad, man. No love for the mid laner. Oof, good trades by Oath. Definitely good trade. Ooh, RA will make it out? No. The auto? Oh, what? Lux did not detonate the E. Feels bad,
almost.
man.
Oh, here's Scared P for the dive. He has the ultimate still. He flashes over for it, has to pop ulti, doesn't pick up Springfield.
Wow, that was... Well... Huh. That was a very good idea. I will give him props for that. Very good idea. Execution... a little bit lacking, though. Very good play by Springfield, though, to charm him out of that. Yeah, just... Oof, it's rough. So
Springfield's playing this game on the knife.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything's been a close play so far. Still working out in Springfield's favor. Just, you know,
this is
a bit better
not
mechanics.
good for Scared P, though, right now. He's super low HP, no ult, no flash.
No mana.
Yeah, no mana. So this could easily result in a kill for Butterchunks. We'll see if he wants to go in. We'll see if he calls for the jungler's help.
This would be an easy tower dive if Love Rain could walk around.
Right, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, call for the Olaf. Have him.
It was like Airborne Raider might try for something up there, but with Scared P having nothing, like no mana, that could be a 1v2.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he's just coming for the counter gank, perhaps. Okay, he's just recalling in the bush, so I think maybe he was looking for the possible tower dive. All right. Now the question is, how long is Scared P gonna sit here and
Love Rain's
play this game?
He's in the jungle.
Yeah,
he's going around for her.
He's being so greedy right now, I feel.
Right.
Just recall, man. You're gonna... Oof.
Trying to get the wave up. Love Rain's not... He doesn't want to spend that much time on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely needed to shove that lane a little harder, but maybe he's afraid of giving it away if he shoves too hard, so... Either way, though, works out. So as you see, Jinx going with BF Seal. Pretty standard item build. And it looks like Xayah will go for the Essence Reaver that we talked about earlier. Okay, so... TP back to lane by Scared P. Butterchucks backs off. I assume he... Oh, here we go. Love Rain up top.
Scared P still has the ultimate. There's both the ultimates popped out there.
Ooh.
Scared P gets the juke with the ulti.
Can he
Are
live?
they gonna go for the dive? Oh, they could have gone for that.
I think so as well. That's good though. He just burned TP, and now he's gonna have to recall again.
He doesn't have any pots. They're both
actually, I'm just gonna give him this wave. Okay. I feel like they could have threatened the dive for sure and made him give up that wave. There's a caddy wave, but oh well. Either way, Butterchunk still has his TP, so he can easily recall by and then make a TP play bot or mid. Meanwhile, Scared P looks like he's going for Triforce. I'm assuming. So he's going AD Echo, or
he's going the old tank Echo build.
Okay. Lux ulting the mid
lane. With that.
Yeah. Lux just wave clearing in the mid. Yeah, I feel like in the early levels, the wave or the cooldown on ult isn't low enough for Mata to be spamming it on the waves. But oh well, I suppose.
Looks like another blue buff gonna go to Love Rain.
Yeah, Love Rain. No love for the jungler or for the mid laner. Definitely being a greedy jungler. Maybe he thinks this is solo queue, so he has to take all the buffs.
I mean, Springfield's been doing a pretty good job managing mana.
Yeah.
This way, Olaf gets to spam his axes while clearing. That is a very tiny shield.
Yes. This is... Man, a lot of good trades coming out.
This is an AP Echo where you actually have some ratio on it.
Yeah, I thought AD Echo died out after the nerfs. But
It did a bit.
I guess no one.
I'm surprised we're seeing another one now.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Oh well, maybe he's really good at it. Maybe it's his pocket pick, you know. Hi, I'm Scared Pete. My pocket pick is AD Echo. I like it. Olaf or Love Rain over here just doing some ward clear. Lux doesn't get the auto off to get the damage. I mean, okay.
I was just thinking, I was like, who put that control ward that deep in Olaf's jungle? And then I'm like, oh, he's in the enemy jungle.
I know, he just walks up like he owns the place. Possible 4-man dive coming in bot. Oh, never mind. Alright, turns around. Looks like they will not go for it. Olaf could solo this dragon. I don't know if it'd be worth it though. Apparently not.
Nobody seems to like the Cloud Drakes. I love Cloud Drakes.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cloud Drakes are fine. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you gave me the choice between a Cloud and an Infernal, I know what I'm picking. But some people are just very like, ew, Cloud Drake. It's not even worth my time.
I'd pick the Cloud Drake. That means I can play top lane and actually be a member of the team. Like, I get the root down there, but not going to go for the engage.
Yeah. So, I mean, slight farm lead for Zaya, but, I mean, nothing really to write home about. As you see by the gold lead, every now and then Myrmidons come up. Oh, gank, bot lane. This should be a kill. Flashes onto the Jinx trap. Can they give it to the Jinx? Ooh, they do not.
Nope. Ooh, huge Zaya damage.
That was massive. I almost 1v3'd right there. They could go for the Rift here. I would think they would try to get something for that gank bot. Echo does have ult.
Scared P.
Is he gonna ult? Oh, Jukers! Oh, he's got his dancing shoes on, boys!
Oh, he dodged the axe. He doesn't get that last root for the mana. KT Mata flashed away, still gonna die to Springfield. And Scared P actually gets away.
KT Mata is just been losing trades over and over to Springfield. Definitely doing very well in this Ahri.
There's so many people in this tournament that don't live up to their name. Scared P was like no fear at all, just walks out of that.
Exactly. So first tower will go down for NES, or by NES. So that helps out the gold league quite a bit. Jumps him up to 1K, which isn't something insurmountable by any means, but it is definitely a good start.
Still, Springfield's been keeping KT Mata in under tower a good bit. If that, like, with the mid tower being the one gone, if Springfield pushes up to the second tower, then Springfield has like free reign to just go top lane or bot lane.
Oh, for sure, 100%. Springfield's already hasn't really roamed, but definitely been looking for the roams, running into the river and waiting for a moment. So I feel like now that the tower's gone, he will definitely be able to roam more effectively instead of just hanging around mid lane more.
Looks like they're gonna go for the Rift Herald.
Yeah, I assumed they would earlier, but Scared P did scare them off of it. There we go. There's the Rift Herald. Who do they give it to now? That's the question.
Got detonate the. Oh, it still hits. The ignite comes out, and KT Mata gets the Springfield kill solo.
Very good. That was very, very good waiting in that bush right there. I like it. Very cheesy.
I was nervous that Mata wasn't gonna get the.
Oh, he almost did.
Like last time. Yeah, it was close.
Yeah. Also waited quite a while to do the auto too, to proc that passive. What is it? Ignite the spark, right?
The illumination. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, for sure. But he pulls out of it in the end. So his ignite will be down for a little bit. Springfield is almost back up, as well as his flash is already up. So Mata will be going to lane with no tower, no summoners, as a Lux against an Olaf Ahri. Definitely needs to tread carefully, or he will end up dying another time. He does have tier 2 boots, though, so that will help. Speaking of tread carefully.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Where's the Olaf goes? Oh, it's just up now.
Oh, he
gets the axe.
Absolutely.
There's Camel.
Well, he's definitely not listening to the stream. Yeah, man, you can't do that. Olaf, just gonna run you down.
Oathbreaker already used the cooldown, so Xavier gets a free trade there. Surprised that Ares actually backed off of that. They knew that Lulu with the weird name was mid lane.
Did you say with
Sahal,
the weird name?
yeah, Sahalze.
I'm just gonna go with Cell. I'm gonna go Cell. So yeah, back to farming. They will steal the NES steals the blue buff. Looks like Gromp will also go down to the Olaf. So that's pretty good on Fiora. Karma trying to 1v2. Oh, there we go. There's Jinx help out. They will lose the pink cord yet again.
And it's a really good blue on Camel too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Top lane, I mean, you can see they're basically dead even. Both have their tier 2 boots. Both have Triforce. So looking pretty even top lane. Again, jungle looks pretty even. Let's check out the gold leads here.
Not a fan of the Lucidity boots on Camel.
No?
I mean, you got the good defensive options, especially against all that CC when you could just pick up Mercs. Flash comes out from Oathbreaker very quickly. Still gonna get hooked back in though.
Ooh, on the trap.
The ulti right onto the trap. Let's bounce. That's one dead Oathbreaker. Maybe? There it is. Springfield comes in. Teleport from Echo and Camel. Jinx goes down to Camel. Still looking to pick up Echo on this fight too. He has ulti. He doesn't get it off. Airborne Raider has to flash out. Lux combo lands, but it's not enough. Ooh.
Yeah, Jinx had both sums there. I feel like if she'd have ran towards her team instead of away from them, they might have been able to buy enough time to get the Camille off.
Yeah, that escalated very quickly.
Yes, Camille with a couple seconds earlier TP, I feel like made a huge difference there. Oh, Mata! Ah! You crazy.
Oh, he gets hit by the charm.
Oh.
I don't think Springfield has any damage left, though.
Yes.
He should have another Q
Flash
soon.
up in 2 seconds. Nope.
There's the charm.
Close. Close. So yeah, that's pretty big. Pretty big for NES right there.
Pick up the air Drake. Pick up the kill lead.
So that definitely makes the gold lead. That puts Zaya up 600 gold. Actually a little more on Jinx.
NES is still grouped up here, so they can take the spot tower.
I believe this will go down.
Scared P's going for the top tower with the Rift Herald.
Camille's recalling as well as RA. I don't know if he'll be able to get this tower though. Top lane, he'll definitely get some damage on it for sure with the Rift Herald.
Close. They have the home guards. Oh, he got this tower, but that's all he's gonna get with the Rift Herald though.
Yeah, I forgot how just absolutely ridiculous damage to towers is by Rift Herald. Oh, and he has Triforce, so that Sheen's gonna help out too.
Rift Herald's just ignoring Ari and going straight for the tower.
Rift Herald does not care. So that helps a little bit. So just tiny bit over 2k lead for NES. Again, I feel like that's really to be expected. Just based off team comps. For Myrmidons to be down a little bit in the mid game. If they can stop the snowball, they should be in a very good spot.
You definitely have to be careful about better chunks now. 3-0.
Yeah, exactly. And same thing with Ari, 4-2.
Yeah, Springfield being 4-2. Oathbreaker doesn't even have any kills, but he has 3 assists. He has 213 CS, and after the last time they fought 2v3, he's gonna do a lot of damage. We can tell.
Yes, exactly. That Phantom Dancer is just gonna be disgusting damage. Jinx almost has her IE done. Once that IE is finished, she'll be in a really good spot. But until that's finished, definitely going to be lacking in the damage department. Keeping up fairly well in CS, a little bit behind, but that's to be expected. The 4-man roam bot. I definitely like the Zac. I feel like he's doing pretty good ganks when he does gank, but he's not really ganking a whole lot, I think is the problem. Like the games we've seen.
Zach.
Oh,
Flash comes out from KT Mata.
Oh wow, good damage.
A lot of damage now. If KT Mata hits a full combo on Butter Chunks is just gonna die unless Butter Chunks can manage to get an ult off and dodge the laser.
Yes, exactly. Oh, here's the Zac coming in with the gank.
They definitely they could have commit to that. They didn't have Butter Chunks there. They had the number advantage.
Yeah, I feel like he definitely could have shielding smited. Maybe went a little hard, but
well, things just got a lot harder to kill Butter Chunks. He now picked up a GA.
Oh wow. Triforce GA Luden or Boots of Lucidity. That's really good. And Ari's doing massive damage right now.
I know they just nerfed Tabby by like 2%, but now we switched from Tabby on everyone to Lucidity Boots on everyone.
Yeah. Alright, so Jinx picking up the IE, that's pretty good. I think that'll definitely help out the team fights. Again, as long as Jinx can stay safe, I feel like that's gonna be basically what we say how they lost or how they won Myrmidons is, was Jinx able to auto without dying instantly? But we'll see. Right now, Jinx just solo farming in the bot lane. Again, I feel like the tempo's pretty slow, so allowing Jinx to get that free farm bot is definitely a good idea. I feel like NES should probably just group top, try to take out that tier 1. It's the only one left. If they could take that tier 1 top. Oh, Lulu with the plant pop.
Just gonna bounce out of there.
Yeah. Oh, Lux.
Butter Chunks going for Lux. They're gonna pick up KT Mata.
Very good, Zac.
Butter Chunks is gonna get dragged into tower. GA is down.
Very nice. That was very good by Zac. That was
down goes Butter Chunks.
That was absolutely amazing, I think.
Get the GA and the shutdown kill. Right in front of Butter Chunks' team. We're looking at a 4-0 Zac right now.
Yeah, I feel like he deceptively got fed. Like, I don't really remember him getting kills, but then yeah, you look at the scoreline, it's just like, wow, that's a big blob.
It'd be a lot better for them if those kills did manage to find their way on the Jinx. At least 1 or 2 of them.
Yes, or even if she could get 4 assists right now, like anything to help her out. Because she is about 900 gold behind Xayah.
When you draft a Jinx, you're drafting your win condition right there. You just let Jinx get strong.
Thank you, Fred. I 100% agree. Protect me. Save me.
And they're going for Baron here.
I feel like this is very, very
they're rotating the Jinx in.
They should see the Jinx coming in. They had a war on the blue buff, but the question...
I don't think they know about this. Oh, but the Q just came out over the wall. There's the word. Everybody panic, run to Baron. Here we go. Scared P's almost down to the Baron. He still has his ulti up. Here comes Butter Chunks.
Definitely need to run.
Too. Oh no, an Airborne Raiders gets taken out. Butter Chunks goes down, but Springfield with the flank.
Yeah.
Now NES is gonna go for Baron.
Yeah, the problem is, I feel like they can do it. I don't know. Olaf's getting very, very low. Actually, oh, Ares picks up a kill. Very nice. Woo! Alright, Chad, let's bring out your sombreros, because it's a clown fiesta.
Both teams trying for Baron. Baron just put them both in their place. Lost Butter Chunks and Sahal Z on NES. Scared P, Airborne Raider, and Savior on Myrmidons. All for the Baron to go to nobody.
So, alright, well, in the grand scheme of things, nothing too crazy.
NES does get, I know, they end up on the plus of that. They managed to get the shutdown on Airborne Raider. They got one more kill out of it.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Definitely, it is a slight win for them. But yeah, I think that could have went a lot worse if NES could have got that Baron. That would have been a very rough game. Like I said earlier, I feel like Myrmidons just needs to play slow in the mid game, not go for a 24-minute Baron sneak with only a couple members. Lux again called out. I feel like this is a worrying trend for Lux. That's probably going to be a free dragon right now. I feel like Echo should stay top and shove, but he will complete the recall.
KT Mata had a ward in that brush, but Fighter Trunks can just close the distance of the entire river and the lane in one E.
Yeah, 100%. I concur. Don't get me wrong, I mean, it happens. Sometimes you overextend. But I feel like the second time that happens, you know, you just say, oh yeah, not a big deal. But he's got 6 deaths. This has happened 3-4 times. You really need to, you know, stick with your team. Or at least stick with someone. Maybe stick with Karma at least, so someone can, you know, bail you out with that E. Save you a little bit. But, oh well. The good news is he still is farmed very well. So when team fights pop off, he will be able to do a pretty good chunk of damage if he's not picked off beforehand. That is. Looks like we're going to have another engage here. Good flash. Alright, and nothing comes out of it. Just a blown summoner spells by Ares. I feel like he did need to flash that, though. That could have went really poorly if he'd have got caught out there.
I'm surprised that Jinx picked up a Last Whisper so early. There's nominated armor. Scared P goes for the large engage. Redemption comes out. Scared
Echo
P is... He makes
still
it
alive.
Out.
Wow. That was a very, very good...
Real
Jinx,
no! Jinx is too far up.
That's fine. Get a good trade, good trade.
Zaya's doing work now, 1v4. Zack's left to bounce comes out. Oh, KT Mata has a flash out.
Yeah,
Myrmidon's won that really hard, but then Oathbreaker just turns like the fight around 2v4 with the Lulu.
Yeah, definitely. The Jinx just played way too far up. She had both summoners too. You gotta flash the charm. Echo coming in though with the flank, the TP flank. They can easily split target focus though. Very nice. That was very nice.
That's one of the great things about the Zack changes. You're splitting your focus on the 2 targets. You just drag them both together and just dump the AoE on them. Makes it nice and easy.
Yeah, that's really good. If they can get this mid tower, I don't know if they will though, just because fewer, basically, yeah, 3 members are up, so I don't think they will. They'll get a few kills though. That will definitely get some gold in their pocket. Oh, this might be greedy. Jinx is up though. If Jinx can collapse with the Karma.
Here's Jinx, but there's Springfield going for Karma. Does get the kill. Jinx picks up the ult.
Jinx is popping off.
There's the GA pop. Jinx is still stuck in there. Let's bounce. Does come out on time, but here comes Springfield. They don't get...
Jinx rocket. Very nice. Very nice. They should really, really push this mid tower.
Yeah, here I saw ping on the bear, and that is not a good idea right now.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's very, very nice to win fights and you get this good momentum shift. Plus, you know, you do get the gold for it, obviously. But objectives, people, objectives. Like, after that fight, instead of running to Baron with 2 members at 100 HP each, just take the mid tower, you know? Get that extra 100 couple gold, and that probably would have closed the gap and they would be even in gold right now. I mean, granted, they're only a couple hundred down, but still, you know, that few hundred gold could be the difference between you completing an item and you sitting on components for another 5 minutes.
QSS purchase from the Jinx to deal with that Ari charm.
I think that's a really good idea. Also, the Zaya root and Olaf axe, it could cleanse the 1, which if you get hit by 1 axe, you're probably going to get hit by more, but the speed up might be enough to save you. Not really sure, though. I feel like she's kind of... I'm assuming that Vamp Scepter will go into the Scimitar.
Very likely.
But
Here's Scared P with the tower dive.
Ooh,
Redemption dropped, but he's gonna die.
Not good. It's not good at all. They're definitely playing too far forward now.
They didn't have Airborne Raider there. Here comes Butterchunks with a flank, and it just ult KT Mata, who's gonna get Olaf ulted as well. And Savior is gonna get hit by Love Marine's axe. Have to flash out. And now Airborne Raider is getting all the focus on him. Enough shielding to get out.
Very tanky though. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I really love the idea of going for the tower, but your super fed, tanky, frontline CC bot Zach is not with you. And then that was just unlucky. Scared P went a little too deep. Redemption was just a tad too late, and he was CC'd, so he couldn't ult. So that also really hurt.
This could be a risky Baron here. I think Zach is in range. He gets into the pit. He doesn't get the steal.
Very close though. I'd say it's a really good try.
As long as nobody else dies for it.
Oh, people will die
make
for
it away. He doesn't have his heal. Nor his flash here. He does make it a... Flash comes out from Butterchunks. Savior still goes down.
Very late QSS.
There are a lot of other things he could have QSS rather than trying to QSS the auto attack.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's saying very late. Yeah, QSS doesn't help if you don't use it.
I'm trying to contest that Baron one. I'm costing Myrmidon's 3 members,
and it's gonna cost 2 towers. It appears.
And the KT Mata flank does not succeed.
Yeah, 396 on the Lux. Not the best of games.
We're gonna get that. NES gonna get the inhibitor. Just gonna back off. They got a lot out of that. They got the Baron. They got. See, they picked off KT Mata. Then they won the fight and got 3 members. And they picked off KT Mata again. After getting 2 towers and inhibitor, now they're going for Elder Dragon.
Yeah, this NES is definitely just taken this lead and just exploded. Just the huge snowball. Yeah, I thought the mid game would be the problem, but just not respecting the chase down potential of the Camille Olaf.
I'm really surprised KT Mata has not built a Zanya's Hourglass here. He has 3 items complete, but not one of those to maybe survive the Olaf ulti and let Karma save him.
Yeah, no, 100%, yeah. Especially because, you know, the Camille, you could always go and use that. So, Jinx still sitting on a bunch of components. I still feel like that last Whisper was quite a bit too early.
So Olaf has some armor now, so it's gonna start paying off.
Yeah, but I feel like you could have had other things instead of that now. But he does complete his Curial Scimitar, so he will have a little bit of lifesteal. Wow, Lux just 0 damage to the Camille.
That was a good 60%, but there goes Scared P and the KT Mata. Now the tower that comes out with Wolverine just tanking tower. Springfield gets the charm.
Oh, the QSS at the last second. Yeah, too much to come back now. Baron plus Elder plus all the gold. I think that's gonna be
nobody can solo Butterchunks. He has the easiest split push. He could have dove KT Mata a lot earlier, and just decided he wanted tower instead.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, looks like that's gonna be the end of game 1. NES picking up the first victory in this series. With a 14k gold lead.
Yeah. Again, that gold lead just exploded in the last 5-6 minutes.
NES played that game just really cleanly. They played their comp very well. There are a bit of holes in Myrmidon's team where they just really got in there and abused that. KT Mata being a bit overextended for being against a Camille and an Olaf. They really managed to abuse that. They still managed to get onto Savior a bit, and because he positioned a little too far forward as well. Just overall, really well done by NES.
Yeah, for sure. I think Myrmidons did a very good job in the early game and then the early mid game. But just again, just not respecting the chase down potential of Olaf Camille. Not waiting for 5 members to be alive. Just a lot of little things. That really just, one thing led to another, and then next thing you know, they've got Bear and a bunch of towers and Elder, and it's GG, mate.
Yeah, Myrmidons had a bit of a lead there. Then they got a little too overzealous, went underneath the mid tower instead of just taking the mid tower, lost the fight, and then they proceeded to just lose every fight after that.
Oh, for sure. So, MVP, Fred, who you thinking?
Ah, jeez. It's a tough one for me. I'd probably have to. I'm kind of torn between Butter Chunks and Springfield. I definitely like how ballsy Springfield played. He got the reward out of it just consistently. Butter Chunks had that long range setup. Was always like able to get the stuff with the team, and then with the split push at the end, it's just GG at that point.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Ari started with a slight lead, good trades, tiny bit of a farm lead, and then just had really good charms throughout the whole game. Really good ults, really good chase downs. I would probably say the Ari, honestly.
Yeah.
So that's game 1, boys. Game 1 MVP is what's Ari's name again? Springfield. So we'll go ahead and get the lobby set up. Get ready to rumble for game 2. Army, you wanna kick off some music for the boys?
Well, since you asked so kindly.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, I don't have Oathbreaker added. I think I can just type it in.
I can invite him if you want.
Alright. Alright, everyone, we'll just be about a minute here while we get everyone situated in the champion lobby.
Hey, I'm gonna ask, are you two ready?
And we're back in Champion Select.
Okay, you guys are ready. Good. Just wanted to double check.
The Oriana band is the first band from NES.
Let's see, back to what I was doing then.
Back to sleeping.
Ah, good, a Galio band.
Ignorant thrall.
And the Diana band.
Hey,
Nobody.
Dota,
that
are
was-
you here? Hello? Dota?
Sounds like a no for now. He'll be back eventually.
Alright. I think that's gonna be unfortunate. I'll cover for him until he gets back then.
Surprised about the Diana band. There wasn't a Diana last game
will
or a
wait
Diana
for
band
this
last game.
to
Looks like
get
they're gonna get rid of Camel though.
Yep, Camel was definitely the right decision.
I recommend skipping.
Considering how effective she was with that Olaf.
And there's the Lulu band.
By the same team that used Lulu too, no less.
Maybe they don't. I'm assuming they don't want to first pick the Lulu, and they're worried about it getting picked up for the red team first rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There goes the Gragas again.
Ragus is out yet again. Oh,
That's
what's the Butter Chuck's plan? Chunks.
that's like 2.5 top lane bands coming out from Myrmidons there. It's very, very interesting.
Indeed.
You never know where Gragas is gonna go. The only place I think he isn't played is AD carry.
Speaking of AD carry, we got ourselves a Graves coming up.
Probably from the jungle pick though.
Indeed. Usually, you see Graves kind of as a second pick, not a first.
They
Interesting
did. They did ban the Graves before. I figured he would have been second rotation if they did pick it up. Or one team banned the Graves. Airborne Raider hovering the Zac. He's gonna play it again this game.
I mean, who's gonna stop him? Might as well. It was pretty effective, despite the fact that they ended up losing that game. It was still really strong.
Karma Zac again. I'd be nervous if Loverain takes the Olaf again.
Right, and Lulu's not here this time to mess with the Karma like last time.
Gonna pick the Rakan.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, Mike was Discord's being weird.
Oh, right, welcome back.
Yeah, and I'm all tagged out.
All right, so got some good bands going on. So I like the Zac pick by Airborne. Nice Victor pickup. Oh, so did you mention the swap top and mid?
Playtime's over.
What happened?
KT Mata looks like he's top now, right?
Oh.
All right, well,
Check
good thing
that
I'm here
out.
then.
Maybe Scared P is a bit scared of Butter Chunks.
Mm-hmm.
Or they just want KT Mod on
Alright,
somebody tanky who's not gonna get dove mid lane. The Rumble ban. Nice, I like this. This is a lot of top laners gone that I don't like seeing.
Not sure about the Diana.
But not that one. I don't know why that came through either. I'm not
Never
100%
look
on
back.
that.
Maybe they
Maybe
noticed.
Scared P plays it.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe they noticed the swap, so they switched it up.
That's a lot of top mid bans. Ooh, the Jarvan pick. It'd be interesting to see what NES picks into this. They're running their. They saved the last pick for their AD, even though they already know the bot lane and jungle.
Yeah, so I guess that's a J4 top. I'm assuming Zac jungle. Oh wow, the Trundle, the counter pick, boys.
Here we go.
Huh. Okay.
This is a Season 3 matchup. Season 3, Season 4, Jarvan Trundle. And a Vladimir to go mid lane against Victor. They're gonna pick a Jinx again. Let's see if they can make it work with the Victor Jarvan this time.
Yeah. So again, I thought he did pretty well on the Jinx. Honestly, So I don't really mind that pickup again. Ares did pretty good on the Karma. Airborne did great on the Zac. So far, I really like those 3 picks for Myrmidons. I'm hoping the Scared P does, pretty well on this Victor. I feel like if they could just have a constant source of damage in the mid lane, they'll be fine. Especially without the Olaf now to run them down. The bad news is, they have a Trundle now, so Trundle can also run you down, just like the Olaf. So while it's different, it's not.
Yeah.
It's
Rakan jumping through your team, Vladimir just going underneath them, and Trundle trying to run straight through them.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it'll be an interesting lane. I'm not sure how this mid lane plays out for Vlad versus Victor. I think Vladimir wins that.
I have absolutely no idea.
As long as he can survive the Victor burst, I think Vladimir would win that as long as he can sustain through it.
I mean, isn't it?
I know Trundle wins that top lane.
Yes.
Hands down.
For sure.
But it's not that hard of a counter where it's impossible for Jarvan. It is possible for Jarvan to pull through in this lane.
Right. I just feel like it's one of those things where Jarvan is one of those champions where if he gets behind, he's it's not really, the best. He's more of a I'm ahead, I win lane champion. But once he gets behind, I feel like he falls off pretty hard. He'll just be a knockup bot at that point.
I mean, nothing wrong with that. Don't people play Alistair for that?
Fair enough, fair enough. Hey, his E also stuns. Don't forget the E.
Look, AT Mata is not gonna. His ult, he's got the Jarvan ultimate, but it's not gonna do much against NES's team here. He can keep Butter Chunks locked down and keep Vladimir in there. But if you keep Vladimir in there, it's more that you're in there with him.
Yeah.
And Trundle's not the best one to be stuck in there with.
Yeah. Oh, man. I like the rest of the team comp. Just the J4 I feel is kind of, Yeah,
it's a bit questionable at this point for this team.
That's my concern. The other 4 picks I feel like are pretty good. And then for NES, Lucian, solid pickup, especially into Jinx, definitely bullier pretty early. The Graves, I feel like if he can get ahead, do very, very well. I'd really like to see him invade again, like he did last game on the Olaf, and try to kill Zac this time, though, as opposed to just taking the Raptors and running.
Graves is pretty good against Zac as well.
Yeah.
Zac's got the weaker early clear. Graves is pretty healthy on his first clear with a lot of damage. You could definitely go for it.
All right, so we're about to hop into game here. So what are you feeling, Fred? What do you think? We saw NES last game win, although it was, off a couple, I'd say, slip-ups from Myrmidons, as opposed to them outright just overpowering them. So what are you feeling for game 2?
It's a very similar thing to last game. Myrmidons kind of set their win condition to be the Jinx, only this time they bumped it up and put the Victor in there as well instead of the Lux. Victor's got a ton of, the same huge damage, but he's got it more consistently. Really just match him with a Jinx. They have the Karma to try to keep them safe with the Zac CC for the front line, and this time with the Jarvan front line instead of an Echo to dive in.
Yeah.
The com's looking a lot cleaner than the one last time. So
I feel like it was really good last game. The Zac. I feel like I kind of want to watch him a lot this game. Just because like I said, I feel like he did very well. And I honestly, the more I see of Zac, the more I like him. I haven't really seen too much of him played, honestly, which is weird because now that I've seen him played quite a bit, I feel like he's very, very strong.
When they first brought him, when they first brought the changes out, Zac's win rate dropped like I think around 40%, and nobody played him. So they reverted a lot of the changes that were to hold him down with the changes, and now he's super strong.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like he's really good. Alright, so as soon as the Nocturnal wears off, we can hop into this game. Alright, here we go, boys.
Ooh. Already with a longsword start on J4. He's not looking to survive this lane, he wants to win this lane. If he can get Trundle in the early game, he's definitely got a solid chance. Looks like everyone's just gonna spread out in their own jungles, watch for the invade. I guess our directed camera really likes Rakan saying, "Can we get this started already?" If you're just gonna keep the camera over it.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like Rakan and Xayah both have a lot of pretty good lines as far as their champs go.
They've been doing a really good job with all their new champions and skins.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, if you look at like some of the older champions, you know, since before I was playing, they got like 4 lines. And it's just like, oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
I hope they reboot the Gentleman Cho'Gath skin, give it more lines.
Yeah, and then you have someone new like Xayah and Rakan who just don't shut up. But looks like we're gonna have the same start as last time. Both teams Leashin the bot side for their jungler. Zac on the blue this time. Graves on the red. Some top lane trading going on. I feel like J4 level 1 isn't the best. I feel like he's not the best until he gets his EQ combo up.
It's not bad if you just walk up, get the passive. If you get the passive proc, he's doing the combo a little bit backwards. So if you can get Q, then the auto attack, the Q reduces the armor for the auto attack.
Right.
Do a bit more damage.
I think he missed the Q also. That probably doesn't help your combo.
Yeah, I did miss that one there.
Yeah. Probably not the best for your combo to miss it.
He has an extra pot in this lane, but he's gonna lose the sustained game to Trundle if it's just light trades every now and then.
For sure, especially the that Doran shield. It's definitely gonna come in handy for the Trundle.
Doran shield with the Trundle pass is just nice.
Oh, early trading going on here, bot lane.
KT Mata had to flash out top lane against Butter Chunks.
That is not how you want the early lane phase to go.
He got the time, he got the pot, he got the 2 pots going, he had the Doran shield regeneration, then he got the passive health back for just some minions dying. KT Mata already teleports back in. Lovering coming in for the gank. A little bit of damage.
So, Jinx lost that early trade pretty hard. She does have the Doran's Blade to help sustain a little bit. Bad news is she is down a pot. So it's not really going to be the best.
Alright, no, early action's over, back to just some standard farming. Surprisingly even in the top lane though, after KT Mod had to use both summoners already.
Just more trading going on.
Xavier getting hit by the knockup. Another decent trade for Oathbreaker. Oh, looks like Dota slipped out of the Discord. Just me for a bit. Looks as though Scared P is not having that great of a time against Springfield. He's up a little bit of CS, but his mana is starting to drop. Springfield's able to sustain this lane out.
Alright, cool beans.
Welcome back. Looks like Butterchunk's starting to lose the trade top lane. He doesn't have much mana, but he can get maybe one more chomp off. Doesn't flash for it. He had the grass proc. He definitely could have gotten that. But keep the flash and put the Jarvan in his place. And the Dread going out bot lane. Flash from Sahal coming out. Savior's getting chunked out pretty bad. He gets exhausted. Has to pop the heal and flash.
Both sums down. Definitely good summoners for him to use at that time, because if not, you had Graves coming in also for the extra security to ensure that that kill was going down.
Looks like Butterchunk's back. TP back up with some armor. KT Mata's forced to stay here. Doesn't teleport up. At this point, Butterchunks is almost at the point where he could flash auto Q and kill KT Mata if KT Mata uses a little bit more mana. Oh, I don't know if he's gonna go for it if he wants to kill that badly.
Yeah, definitely.
KT Mata's trying to bait the tower dive though for the Airborne Raider.
I don't even know if he can kill him if he tower dove him. I don't think he has enough for his combo. I feel like he might just die before they kill Butterchunks, honestly, if he tower dives him. But either way, they're gonna get a free dragon.
Got Airborne Raider on the visual. Airborne Raider spent too much time up there.
Yeah.
Waiting top lane.
So it is a Mountain Drake. Yeah. So it is a Mountain Drake. For NES there. Yeah. But top lane is just not going well at all.
KT Mata's managing to keep even in CS. So the second he backs actually get his health and mana back, he's gonna be down about a full wave.
Yeah, this is yeah, like I said earlier, I feel like, you know, once J4 gets behind, he's gonna be kinda useless, and he's getting behind early. This is 6 minutes in, and he's lost multiple trades. I mean, you can see he's on a longsword. To Butterchunks'
Chain Vest, door, and
Chain
shield.
Vest, there you go, yeah. I mean, he can back right now. He'll have quite a bit of gold to pick up, to buy. But yeah, just not going so hot this game. I feel like last game, you know, it was very, very even in all lanes for quite a bit, but this time seems a little more one-sided for NES.
KT Mata's gonna either have to go like Black Cleaver first or transition to some defense. And he took the Thunderlord's Decree, so he really committed already to going damage.
Who did?
KT Mata.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, I mean, he could just get tanky and just, like we said earlier, be the, you know, the CC bot, just do the knockups. I just broke my enter key. That's not good.
Ideally, he could just pick up an early Ninja Tappy.
Yeah.
There's 3 auto attackers on NES's team. All you have to worry about after that is Springfield, at least for the early game before they get armor bend.
Yeah, if he just
or
gets
raw
tanky.
damage. Yeah. If he commits to taking like Grassland Dying or trading with Trundle or taking Courage of the Colossus so he can be CC bot, it'd be a lot easier for him, but he's gonna struggle a bit more this game. And Butterchunks cancels his recall again.
The BM, I love it though.
I don't think he should be this far forward even with Airborne Raider there.
Yeah, and Airborne just spending so much time up here. Meanwhile, Graves is farming. They got the dragon, which was a Mountain Drake, which is, you know, obviously it's a pretty
Huge.
good dragon to have. So yeah, just not looking good for them.
And Jarvan gets the Tiamat. And another longsword. Looks like you will commit to the damage, so I don't know about going for the Tiamat first.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. I had a weird pause. Okay, there we go. I'm back. All right. So more trading bot lane. As you can see,
Ignite comes out from Ares.
Yeah, definitely stops the all-in, but he will. Lucian will be able to lifesteal pretty easily with that Vamp Scepter, and the Doran shield, or Doran's blade, excuse me. So once he gets full health again, they can easily just all in again, and there'll be no ignite to deter them this time.
Well, I think that was KT Mada's chance right there. Butter Chunks has no mana, and now he's gonna recall. After he used the Q, it was an easy fight there for KT Mada to actually win.
Yeah, for sure. More trades going on. Just so overall, pretty.
Scared P's actually got a pretty decent amount of CS right now.
He does actually. Yeah, that's right. I mean, Victor does have really good wave clear, so I would assume he should win the farm game for the first little bit until Vlad catches up and scales a little bit, gets the item or two. Same thing with Jinx. She's 1 CS ahead, which isn't a lot, but considering she should be behind CS, I think that is pretty good.
They've been getting the trades off bot lane that you've been talking about, how Lucian can really bully Jinx off, but they're not managing to pick up the farm themselves.
Yeah, exactly. So, kind of in a lull again.
Rakan's running that nifty new support item, where you play a real support and just run around and pick up the scraps that drop from the minion.
Exactly. The way support was meant to be played. Watch me farm.
Here comes the engage. And Jinx will drop to Love Rain's ultimate. Here comes the J4 KT Mada going on an Oathbreaker. And he could have. I'm surprised he didn't drop his ult a bit sooner.
Yeah,
he has to flash out, and here comes Scared P.
Ares just face tanking that culling. Not what you want to do.
I didn't even notice Ares drop.
Yeah, he face tanked the whole culling. So yeah, really good play by Oathbreaker there. I like the TP by Mata. I think that was really good. It was just time it happened, it was, you know, already too late. They were dead by that time. It can't really do anything. Yeah. Yeah, it was just really bad. Jinx flash was on cooldown. You know, that could have happened 20-30 seconds later. And she would have been able to flash that, but no flash, just goes down.
And Airborne Raider wasn't able to be down there. He still has to stay up top lane and watch it.
Alright, so back to the farm game. I mean, Jinx is still farming very well. She's up CS even though they're down that kill. So definitely not out of the game for sure. Mata is down quite a bit now though. That TP costing him even more CS.
And now Mata's too afraid to even try to trade with Butter Chunks. So many times Butter Chunks just has no mana. It looks
very
like
good.
Gotta get the combo out into Love Rain.
Very nice.
Ares gonna pick that up. So Hall's gonna die to Ares as well.
Wow.
Watching out on the ignite.
Ares saying, "Look at me, I'm the carry now." I like it. Very nice play. That was really good ult by Scared P. Just hit them with the good shielding by Ares, good drop on the ignite. Yeah, that was a really good pickup for them. That actually just completely evens the CS score again. Or I mean, sorry, the gold lead.
Yeah.
And now Ares also has a red buff if he can get a couple autos in, which he doesn't do. But yeah, you know, that can definitely help him out in lane if he can get a few autos in on Oathbreaker. Give him the slows, get that little burn going, maybe land a few Qs. Jinx can get some autos. I really wish they'd kind of get some poke in on that 2v1. It's too late now that Rakan's back, but they had a 2v1 for a little bit. I wish, you know, I just feel like little things like that, you know, even though you only might get a few autos in, it could be enough to force the ADC to miss 1 or 2 CS, which, again, not a big deal, but, you know, you never know. That could always come back later to matter.
Looks like Love Rain's trying to get him, but not going to find anything. Infernal Drake's up now. If Airborne Raider goes up to top and help out KT Mada anymore, they're definitely going to give up that Infernal. Looks like they're gonna try to pick Love Rain here. He flashes and dashes out. Nice rotation by Ares, getting right in there onto the Love Rain when Scared P zoned him into that direction. If they got the pick up there, that would have been huge, but still forced a flasher. Very good. And Bluff gonna go over to Scared P. He's gonna need that. He's already just been fighting Springfield so much and losing all of his mana every time.
Yeah, I really like this Jinx. I feel like she's farming very well. I feel like Ares is doing very well in the Karma also, because this lane should be pretty rough for the Jinx. Going against Lucian, I've played both sides of the matchup, and I feel like Lucian just absolutely dominates. So for him to be, you know, even or slightly ahead in CS, I think is amazing. Love Rain just spending absolutely so much time here, just waiting for that perfect opportunity to get the kill. It should only blow the flash of the bot lane, but he is definitely investing some time in that. But the bot lane for Myrmidon's doing a good job here.
Scared P coming in now. Flash heal coming out from Savior, but Savior's now charmed, gonna die to the Graze ult.
Ares did not tank the culling for him, he just let Jinx eat that whole thing.
I thought you said that Ares was a carry now.
He lived.
Scared P gonna run right across Oathbreaker and get gunned down. Now Oathbreaker's got the blue buff. We might see first tower come out here.
Should. Looks like they're having a tower race, but
yeah.
Pretty sure NES is going to...
Oh yeah.
So the amount of time invested by Love Rain does pay off.
Red team gets it first.
They get it first. That's actually really big.
Spider-Trunks didn't have enough mana to keep using his auto attack reset and his attack speed buff.
So they will pick up the Infernal Drake for this, though. If they could also trade the Rift Herald,
Rift Herald there, yeah, that'd be huge.
Yeah, that will definitely lighten the blow. But that's really big. A Mountain and an Infernal this early in the game. That's gonna be really good on the Vlad, the Lucian.
And Vlad's got the finished Spirit Visage already. Scared P and Ares are doing no damage to him.
Yeah, Victor's definitely gonna have to try to blow up the Lucian.
And with the Thunderlord's proc, Scared P does about 3 damage to Springfield.
Yeah, this is... Oh, man. Like I said, he's definitely gonna, in team fights, obviously have to go for the Lucian, not the Vladimir. He can still definitely blow up Lucian. He can also blow up the Graves, the nerf to the E, so he now doesn't get as much MR. So he can definitely blow up Graves.
Gonna be tough, though, because Savior's gonna be the one who can deal with Springfield. At least damage-wise. Ooh, flash from Oathbreaker going hard on Savior. Savior doesn't have summoner spells up. Wow. Oathbreaker's gonna get that kill. Nicely done by Oathbreaker.
Very, very aggressive, but very good. You know, knowing that Savior had no sums, no tower, so...
And no team. They're just shoving up to the second tower bot lane. Airborne Raider's starting to move into position to hold it, but Ares is just chilling mid lane with Scared P.
Yeah. Graves just hanging around mid lane, just looking for the opportunity to gank.
Looks like Rift Herald's on Zag. If he gets a good gank off, that's definitely going to result in the tower. Colin comes out mid lane to shove the wave in. They want this mid tower. It's low, but Scared P's got some nice wave clear. He's out of mana now, but he's not going to do that for the next wave. But the culling might not have been the best for that wave in particular.
Not sure about the Zag jump there. I don't know if they win a 4v4 though. That's the problem. Scared P with no mana. Jinx, you know, she has the IE, but no attack speed, so she's not going to really be doing that much damage. They really need Karma to do a Matra Q to save this. She wasted on the Trundle, though.
Yeah, there goes mid tower. I don't think Airborne Raider shouldn't have even been there. He still has the Rift Herald. If while they were just 5-man, like just going for the ARAM mid lane, he could have gone bot and taken that tower.
Yeah, very true, very true. Or at least stayed mid, and then once they recalled, run in and drop the Rift Herald. I feel like would have also been a pretty good idea. Instead of just recalling at the same time the enemy team does.
He definitely could have taken a tower in retaliation for that. KT Mata's finished Black Cleaver now. Butterchunks doesn't have a finish at him. He has a tabby and looks like a dead man's plate.
He should though. I feel like he has. Oh, well, he is also sitting on almost 2k gold in his pocket, so I'm sure once he backs, he'll be able to finish that item.
I think it looks like he's going for a dead man's first item. If he does, they're gonna want to team fight with him.
Yeah, I wonder what the plan is. Are they gonna go for the team fight or the split push Trundle? All right, Zach jumps onto the Recon. No damage though, really. So looks like we're back to a bunch of posturing and then watching top laners farm. My favorite part of League of Legends.
That's the best part about it. Oh, Zach drops a Rift Herald mid lane. They're going for the siege now. 2 people are on the bot side of the map for NES, or yeah, for NES.
So they will get good damage on this tower, but I don't think they're gonna be able to finish it.
Oh, that's dirty. Graves auto-techs knock back the Rift Herald.
Huh. I didn't know that.
They don't even get the mid tower.
That's rough. They do get some good damage on it, so they do have that, so it should be an easy pickup if they ever win a
Airborne
team
Raider's
fight.
not in the best spot here. Rakan jumping in to CC him, but
It's very tanky,
he does
though.
get the E back up.
Scared P uses his ult, doesn't really get any damage though with it. That's not good, because I feel like that's really going to be one of their main damage dealers right there, just his ult in a team fight.
Yeah, if Scared P can get a good ultimate and a good Death Ray with some damage from Savior, that's going to be huge for their team fight. Looks like Loverin's just going to pick up NES's, or not NES, I was looking at Mata, at Myrmidon's red buff.
Yeah, so Khan playing a little close there, but oh, Sacred P or Scared P, Sacred, jumping in. Nice Zac jump though.
Flashes in, but he can't pulse a haul into the team.
They should pick up at least
Sahul's
one kill.
still
here.
gonna die.
Got
Gonna go to the Jinx. Still have enough damage to pick up Oathbreaker as well. It's gonna go to KT Mata. Springfield making it out on the back of this fight, or
Very
not. He's gonna
nice.
get gunned down. 2 kills for Savior, 1 for KT Mata.
Very nice fight.
They get the mid tower, they go for 2.
Yeah, NES just, top and jungle
Dragon
or top
alive
lane.
now. Not a good split. They weren't ready for that. All that to happen on the dive and to get caught. They got out, but then Sahal jumps back in with his ultimate. Hoping to turn that around, but they didn't have the number game. Looks like Myrmidon's gonna pick up the Ocean Drake. And Ares secures the Ocean Drake with the auto attack.
Ares, the true carry, getting objectives and kills.
But NES is on Baron right now.
Oh, yeah, they'll definitely get this for sure.
There's no vision around here. They have so much control over Myrmidon's red side jungle. Nobody's even gonna go to check it. No Jinx rocket steal here. The Dream is dead with that cooldown.
Wow. Very good call by NES. Very good call. Wow.
That was a really good rotation.
Yeah. So that went from really good for Myrmidons to not so great. The plus side is they do have decent wave clear. The lanes are pushing in their favor. So hopefully, if you're a Myrmidons fan, NES won't get too much off this Baron. So the gold lead, relatively close right now. So as long as it stays pretty even, it should be fine. Scared P getting engaged on.
Or is Butterchunks getting engaged on?
He is
He's gonna
just
have to
so
flash out of
tanky
there.
right now.
He bopped the ultimate onto Scared P, so we didn't get that many defensive stats. Actually, the only one who gets stats from right now was Airborne Raider. This KT Mata Ravenous Hydra to go with his Black Cleaver. Normally you'd pick up the Titanic on Jarvan with that and get tanky with the Black Cleaver.
This is not gonna go well.
Well, Buttercump's is not a good spot here. You get the knock up, but KT Mata's in a bad spot and gets launched into Springfield and dies. Scared P's in a bad position here. He's still gonna get hit by Sahal, and Airborne Raider brings everyone to Scared P. And now Savior's trying to survive. They're gonna finish off Airborne Raider's passive, and Springfield will pick up Savior as well. Ares the only one left alive.
Yeah, that fight.
Huge Zac ultimate, but he brought them, he delivered them right to his team.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. Right now, Mata, you know, he wants you to be engaged. You want him to be your tank, even though he's not really tanky. But you want him to get some good knockups, and he just got no knockups that fight.
He only got the one onto Butterchunks, but didn't even manage to finish off Butterchunks. Because he wound up going after Butterchunks straight into Butterchunks' entire team.
Yeah. Yeah, the plant knockup, definitely.
And there's the base opened up with the Baron. They still have about 40% of this left. They could get a mid push going soon. They can reset and then go for it. Scared P can't run this down much further. Actually, it looks like the teleport's coming in from KT Mata. They want to try to pick these three off.
Very nice, the slam dunk.
And Loverain is dead. He uses dash to get to the Jarvan while he can't get over the wall of the pit.
Yeah, he uses flash in the last fight too, so...
Yeah.
Really good job. Myrmidon's picking that up.
It was an overstay for that blue buff.
Yeah, definitely a small consolation prize, but still a consolation prize. They might be able to collapse on this. Well, they won't.
Airborne Raider gets called down. KT Mata does get the slow, but he doesn't have any abilities to get in there. He tries to flash out. He does
Very
make it.
nice
He
job.
picks up the kill. And KT Mata comes back in for Butterchunks. And they get the kill as well.
I feel like this Victor is doing massive damage with the Lich Bane. His Q autos are just disgusting.
It really doesn't feel like he's doing much, but that's probably because we spent a lot of time watching him just try to do damage to Springfield to rush his Visage.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he blew up Lucian for sure.
I think that's the better consolation prize after losing the inhibitor. They picked up 4 people.
Yeah, it's really good for them. I mean, Baron's basically gone now, so while the base being open is bad, they're only down 3k gold, which is, you know, honestly not that big. Especially considering you have a Lucian versus Jinx. The Jinx is going to scale so much harder than the Lucian.
Oh yeah. Looks like the next Dragon up is an Infernal. Both teams are going to want that. If Scary P and Savior can pick up an Infernal Drake, that would be massive for their win condition. But letting Oathbreaker and Springfield, and as well as Loverain, pick up another Infernal Drake will just make it so it doesn't seem like the Jinx is as strong compared to them.
Yeah, another Infernal will be massive for NES. Right now, Victor just doing his best to try to wave clear the mid push. Farming very well in this Victor also. 214 farm, most in the game right now. Doing a really good job wave clearing. It looks like Mata's going to go bot lane, pick up some of that farm.
And Mata's got a BF sword. I'm going to assume that's going into a Guardian. His Angel. It could be a Duskblade. You never know.
I feel like damage is not the option right now that you want to see out of Mata. I would definitely, if I was playing, prefer him to get kind of tanky and just be the knockup bot and just try to hold people down in his ult and stay alive for as long as you can. Rakan getting poked out pretty hard here. He will be able to just walk away. Oathbreaker doing some really, really good damage to Victor here. The thing is, Oathbreaker keeps playing pretty far up, going for these trades, which is, don't get me wrong, usually pretty good. But the thing is, all it takes is one Zaki to jump on top of him. And obviously, without Oathbreaker,
looks like NES is actually gonna get it for that Infernal Drake here. They gotta pick it up for free.
Yeah, another Infernal. That's really not good. But I mean, Myrmidons have no ward coverage really outside of their own jungle, so it makes it really hard to contest the neutral objectives like that.
Looks like the last dragon before the Elder is going to be an Earth Drake.
Okay. So, man, definitely one ocean to two Infernals and a mountain does not bode well for them.
Baron is up in 35 here. There's not much ward coverage around it.
No, there's
But
not.
Myrmidon still has the open inhib bot side. This is the best time for NES to get the control over Baron Pit.
The inhib should be coming up soon, I thought. I could be wrong.
Looks like, yeah, we'll be coming up very shortly. But while Jinx still has to be down there, there's the best chance he can make stuff happen, and they get the engage on the Scared P, and he goes down to Butter Chunks.
Trading 1-for-1 right now. There goes the GA. They need to try to... They're chasing the Trundle, who's just running away. I feel like that's not the best option.
Everyone Ritter goes back in, but he gets the ultimate. Brings Love Rain in, Love Rain flashes out. They're still going to pick off Springfield. And Savior's going to try to gun down Oathbreaker. He flashes forward, the heal comes out. Don't get the zap. There's the Karma Mantra E. Will the rocket range be enough? No.
I think they should just go Baron right now, honestly.
That's their best bet, is to go Baron. Butter Chunks blocking the ultimate. Good loop around.
Savior. He almost had the reset. If he'd have got the reset on one, he could have killed both of them.
It was so close.
But either way, makes them recall. Should be a Baron right here. They should be able to burst this down pretty quickly with the four of them. Actually, it's going to be really close. They don't...
Taking a decent bit of time. If Butter Chunks can get Savior off of that. The Butter Chunks hasn't backed, though. Comes to Hall in here. Are they going to get this?
Very nice.
Smite yet? There it is.
Here comes the fight, though, afterwards. Gotta save the Jinx!
Oathbreaker's fighting three people right there. Savior managed to take out Butter Chunks.
Oh!
Savior dies.
The
a lot of
fail.
damage. Love Rain kiting Scared P right now. He actually has more damage.
Mata with the fail flash Q does not secure the kill.
So Savior was the only one to drop. They dropped Butter Chunks and Oathbreaker. A lot of people got out of that fight with just a little bit of health.
So very good trade by Myrmidons.
And they are now up 800 gold. Very small gold difference right now. Mata picks up a serrated Dirk.
Well, so much for that idea of maybe getting a little tanky.
He's 317. If he can manage to burst Oathbreaker, it's not bad, but I don't know. I feel like with the Black Cleaver tanky build with the Jarvan Q, you can just shred the armor in the front line for the Jinx.
Oh yeah, for sure. Jinx again with the QSS. I mean, I like the idea, but based off last game, her never using it, I feel like it might be better just to buy damage and just face tank people.
There's not that many things to use against, actually. There's... What? There's a knock-up?
Yeah, Rakan, and then...
A slow?
Yeah, actually, you're right, yeah. They have the Baron buff, but they're not really sieging. They're just letting the minions run into the tower. Oh, here we go. Engage coming from Rakan. Looks like
the Scared P. Scared P gets all the ultimates on him, but the Redemption was dropped. Ares flashing out, getting the shield. Scared P's still alive in the back. There's Zac passive popped. He's gonna go down. Scared P drops to Springfield. Springfield's going for Ares.
Very close fight.
And Savior drops as well. There goes the Baron. Only dropping Sahal. They're just gonna run straight up for this inhibitor.
They might be able to... They don't have a wave. They won't be able to end. They will get the inhib again, though.
They might be able to rotate mid afterwards.
That was a really rough fight for Myrmidons. Victor just took a lot of damage early game.
A little too far forward. Got caught by Sahal. He got the Zanyas off to try to survive, but he wound up. I think he just Zanyas the redemption.
Yeah. Just almost so close, so close. Jinx just needs a little more damage to finish knocking through all the guys from NES were just super low that fight. If Jinx could have got one reset, got the speed boost, excuse me, you know, the attack speed boost, I feel like she could have easily. I mean, that's the thing with Jinx. You get one reset, you can go from only getting one kill, maybe two in a fight, to easily getting a quadra just based off the boosted stats.
Mm. It looks like they're setting up, or NES is setting up around the Earth Dragon.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a good fight, especially with Mata top. I feel like, honestly, even though Mata has TP, okay, he's using it now. I was gonna say, once the fight starts, the fight seems to be so over quickly that no TP is gonna save you. Right now, okay, scared getting caught up.
Flash out, still getting CC'd though.
Very good redemption though, very good redemption.
So Hall's gonna go down to Mata. Huge damage from Mata, but there goes Ares. Airborne Raider's trying to stick to Love Rain. Airborne Raider goes down, but Love Rain also goes down to Savior. It's just Springfield alive now.
Oh. They're gonna catch him, they're gonna run him down. Nice!
And they got him. There's the ace. Minions are on their Nexus Tower from bot lane though. They don't have the wave here. They should just send Savior and Mata to Dragon.
Yeah, I feel like they really need this Dragon. Just to help them when they they
lost one Nexus Tower.
They should get the inhib tower, but I don't think they definitely won't get the inhib.
I gotta say, we gave Mata a lot of shit for his build. I don't like the full damage sharpen, but he blew up Oathbreaker in that fight.
Yeah, he 100%. Yeah, I concur. I did not think full damage was the answer, but it looked like a pretty good answer right there. So, yeah, for sure. Mata, apparently, you know, top J4 a little bit better than I do. Oh,
he's going for
absolute disgusting damage. Just get dunked on.
Flash out though.
That is gonna hurt his flash being down, but he still has his Guardian Angel up.
And they do pick up the Earth Drake.
Exactly, they get the Earth Drake. So I would say flash for your top laner for Earth Dragon. I would say it's a pretty good trade.
My favorite, Earth Drakes on Jinx are the best.
Yeah, this is really good. Even though their top inhib is down, Time Baron is up. If they clear this wave, they should be able to contest Baron. I think that might be the game-ending fight right there, honestly. Because with inhib tower down mid lane for NES, and then bot lane tower down for Myrmidons, I feel like whoever wins the fight, because the fights have been pretty decisive, hasn't really been one or two players left, you know, walking away low health. It's usually been 3 or 4 alive for the opposing team. So I feel like the next fight could really end the game.
Not the third Baron this game. Hopefully be the Baron to end the game. Trundle's starting to pick up a little bit of damage for himself now. I'm surprised he's going for a Hex Drinker instead of just getting a Titanic. With all the defensive stats he has, plus his subjugation, he could easily rack up a lot of damage with Titanic Hydra. That's a lot of wards in the Baron pit right there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, I feel like this will be the fight to decide it. Hopefully Mata can blow up Oathbreaker. That would be the dream if he could blow up Oathbreaker.
It looks like NES is starting to get their condition for the Baron, though the wave's starting to build up bot lane. Mata's starting to rotate over. This is when they should rotate back to Baron. I don't think they had vision of him going across there. Doesn't, but now they see him down there. If they give Mata time to clear this and rotate back over, then they're gonna miss their window. Red inhibitor respawning soon. This is their shot. Doesn't look like they're gonna take it.
Yeah, so it's weird. They're not going for the Baron. They're just shoving this lane out. I mean, I guess I can definitely understand it because if Zag jumps in, gets the smite, especially with the Victor ult, it would definitely go very poorly. The AoE from the Victor, the Jinx, and then obviously if KT Mata could get an EQ ult on 4 or 5 people, disgusting amounts of damage.
At the very least, they could have completely dominated the Vision game over in that area. Looks like they're going to go for the open inhib. And here comes the fight. Airborne Raider jumps in. Subjugation comes out. The quickness comes out, and Zaha has to flash out. Airborne Raider's passive is dropped. And Scared P has to flash out if he gets caught by a pillar.
Need the Jinx
Springfield's
resets.
in there, and so is Mata going deep.
GA down for Mata.
A couple of kills comes out for NES. Mata's back up.
Almost.
But he gets taken down as well. It's just Savior up. Will he be the savior of this game? Well, looks like it's gonna drop. NES winning this one.
Very, very close
Whoa.
game, though. Honestly, I think both of those games were very close.
Only a 3k gold difference in the very end. Despite a 4-tower lead.
I think both those games were super close.
Oh, definitely.
I feel like I didn't watch the first match, I'll admit, but those 2 matches, the match before this and then this match, very, very close. Which is actually good. I prefer games to be close.
Let's take a look at this damage here. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Amazing damages.
He's coming out from Scared P, double what Savior managed to output as the Jinx in that game.
Yeah, Scared P was doing massive damage. Yeah, I thought he was doing good damage, but I would not have guessed double the amount of the AD.
Well, Dota, they're gonna have to pick an MVP for the series.
I don't know. Honestly, that last game, Scared P, I thought did amazing. He was a pretty consistent source of damage. He had good farming, good wave clear. And so did Mata. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, Mata did a lot better in the top lane. Even if he lost that badly early, he still brought it back with the damage when he managed to get enough to almost just 100-0 Oathbreaker in a combo.
Exactly. I thought the game was over at 4 minutes when he lost lane. I was like, lane's over, 10 minutes, game will be over. It's over. But he came back and team fights, he was doing massive damage. Same thing with Scared P. He didn't really do anything flashy in the mid lane. I mean, it's a Victor against a Vlad. I don't think there's too many flashy things that can go on. But, he just did his thing. He farmed, he wave clear, and then once it came time to team fight, he was doing massive amounts of damage. I feel like if they could have... I honestly don't know where all the damage was coming from, because Scared P was doing a ton of damage, but... just wasn't killing anyone, which is weird, because tons of damage. So I don't know, Fred. What are you thinking, mate? Who'd we give it to game 1?
Game 1, we give it to Springfield.
Right, on the RA. Yeah, I concur with that. Game 2... I don't know.
Game 2 is a tough one. It was one almost entirely just through the rotations. Myrmidons had the damage output for the second game, but they just weren't where everything just was dropping for their team. They were losing the Nexus towers when they were going for the fight at the end. The fight that they won with a massive lead, they still had 3 members up. They still lost their Nexus tower for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'll defer to your judgment on who gets MVP.
Ah, jeez. Give me a break here.
Honestly, that game, I would give it to Mata, even though he was on the losing team. I feel like he just did very well. And then he had a lot of good plays. Oh, here's Army.
Army, hey, yeah, you do this decision for us.
All right. Well, I've been the MVP master so far this entire series and for all the Saturday games, so I guess I'll continue my streak. Although, on the long and short of it, both teams did a really good job as a whole. Love Rain's ability to kind of take a lot of Drakes, the Baron confirmations, the everything, like when it came down to it, made the kills happen when they absolutely mattered in the final stages of the game. I feel like is getting a bit underappreciated. I think that is warrant enough for him to get the MVP, in my opinion. That's what I think. I think the kills matter because if you want to apply anything, we can see why damage is important. But Scared P did not make a kill happen, and that's one of the main reasons why this was a defeat. Love Rain made kills happen, and that's one of the reasons why this was a victory for the NES. So they should. So in my opinion, Love Rain, I believe, is the MVP.
It's a very, very good, strong argument there.
Kills that are done and made are because of damage that is done. So I say Love Rain has proven that damage, as important as it is with the intent to kill the target, and he's definitely done that better than the statistics had told us. In the long and short of it, Love Rain, I'd like to have him as in the lobby. I'd like to have talk with him because I think he's the guy.
Okay, thank you for your wise words, Headcaster. We're gonna go with Love Rain for the MVP then.
All right then, Dota. Somebody changed your name, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of you're looking a little silly, my friend.
What? But I'm the one who plays Wukong here. How dare you?
It's who I am. Don't judge me or my people.
Fair enough. All right, Love Rain, we'd love to have you in the caster lobby. Let's have a couple of questions for you, man. Can you get in here? We'd love to talk with you. We feel like you got the MVP, son. Get in here. Let's have a conversation. I used to have jokes for Love Rain, too. I was doing the Chocolate Rain bit with him. I love that stuff. All right. I'll bring him over here. Oh, there we go.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Love Rain, man. Congratulations on the victory for your team. You did a really great job. I gotta be honest with you, man. It was a really tough nut to crack for Game 1 and Game 2, to be honest. It really just came down to who can make these kills happen. And you did it, man. You really did it. We got a few questions for you. You mind answering?
All right. Nah, not at all.
Cool. Dota, you want to start, or shall I?
Go ahead, mate.
Okay, go ahead, mate, indeed. Love Rain, man. Graves, jungle, right in Game 2, was able to push back the Rift Scuttler. Did you know that? The Rift Tail?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually...
Oh,
sorry.
No. Go ahead and explain yourself.
Yeah, I actually found that out just like messing around in normal, and I thought that was like actually pretty broken, especially with the E auto attack reset. So like you could really just negate the whole fucking thing, or the whole thing, sorry, and really take no damage.
Really, really freaking powerful. Not to mention the fact that in the later half of the games, your damage was really starting to come through. Those alts were on target and everything. Nice job, by the way, of that. So going into the next question here, how does your team feel about that game? Do you guys feel pretty good? You guys won that pretty convincingly in a certain way. What do you guys feel about that victory? A lot to improve on, or what?
The series overall was very okay in my opinion. In the first game, like it felt like everything was warded. Even if it wasn't, like I don't know, it felt like I'd go for a gank, and then all of a sudden their laner would just back up to tower. So like that put a lot of pressure on the first game, and I honestly like pretty clearly didn't get anything done. But in the second game, it went a lot smoother. It felt like everyone kind of stepped up. Our macros, like we've been working a lot on macro, and I think it's starting to show, which is really nice. And yeah.
So, yes, I agree with you. In fact, I believe first game was quite a high number ward placement on everyone's side. Good job at that point. But I gotta ask for you specifically. I want to know if you I don't know if you realize this, but Scared P, he actually had the highest damage, nearly doubling your 80 carry, in fact, I believe. Or on the 80 carry on their own team, I think. All that damage, and yet the kill total ratio he managed to get was a lot of assists and 4 kills. That's a little surprising in comparison to how much damage you did. Tell me, kills or damage? What's the most value on your part?
Well, I mean, like, I'm not trying to talk shit or anything, but at the same time, like, when you play a champion like Victor, you can, even when we're, like, just sieging, you could hit people with laser beams, which will always, like, increase the damage, like, statistic, while it's not, like, really having that much overall impact, other than, of course, clearing the wave. So, I mean, I feel like the stat is a bit inflated. For example, like, when you look at Teemo Mushrooms, like, he's always going to have the top damage, but obviously that doesn't mean he's having the biggest impact on the game.
Oh, all right, I gotcha. Teemo mains beware, you're actually not hurting as much as you think.
Well, I mean, it's just how the mechanics are. Like.
Alright, understood. Okay, so we're coming into the final few questions here. Love Rain, your team just won a pretty solid game here. This is the last game of the night for Saturday. How do you feel going into next week, by the way? Do you feel... Say that to my shroom. How do you feel the next game coming in? Do you guys feel like this is a good set for you guys? You guys gonna feel like you're gonna get more wins off of this victory?
Honestly, our roster isn't even fully finalized yet. I think I might be going back down to support because I think Oathbreaker and I, like, we've been playing together for a really long time, so I think our synergy is really good, and I think we could be a really strong bot lane in the league. Honestly, I don't even know who we're playing next week, but if there's a team that I'm really looking forward to play, it's Have Faith, because I think they're a really strong team and I'd like to play against them.
Have Faith will be playing tomorrow. I'll be casting that very game. They'll be playing, I believe, against Insurgence. I'll be corrected later on, but yes, as a matter of fact, you are correct here. They are one heck of a team to be playing up against. So final thoughts about that game, Love Rain. What do you think?
I don't know. I just want to give a shout out to both teams. I think they both did really well. And yeah, hopefully next week we both do well again.
Well, I believe in that fact. I think you're absolutely 100% correct. But if you want my opinion, you got the MVP through kills, and that is something that really came into big play in the second game to close it. So I think, Love Rain, congratulations on the MVP spot. You earned it, in my opinion. Good luck next week. Let's see if you can get yourself another one. At the starting position, no less.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, man. See you next time. Hopefully we'll get you an MVP spot, even though you're support, which apparently we got biased against according to our fan base so far.
Hell no.
I mean, bring us a good support. Like, come on.
Bro, look at me.
Yeah. All right, man. See ya.
All right, later.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final game of the night. Thank you very much for every single game that you guys have watched, and thank you, Fred, and thank you, Dota, for covering when I was clearly exhausted and couldn't continue casting.
Hell yeah.
So, just wanted to say thanks again, everybody, for watching the games, playing in the games, casting the games, everything. Dota, Fred, what are your final thoughts here for this week and for day 1 of week 2?
Good games.
Well, I think Love Rain, he enjoys running Jinxes down so much that he's going to transfer to the bot lane to do it directly. That's his plan. That's his game plan.
That's the whole night. That's all right. This is Army Overlord. I'm with my 2 other buddies here. They can name themselves because I'm too lazy. Okay, maybe they won't. It's Dota and Fred Fredersen here casting the game for you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow, where I will be casting with a couple of new kids. I can't wait to hang out with Devin and my new casting friend, Crazy Chris. You guys will be seeing that tomorrow. See you guys next time. Good night.